Today we're going to compare 4 AIs and see how well they do in Python and SwiftUI, which are the 2 main languages I teach. And just really beginner stuff, things that's fun. So let's have a look. So the first one is, can you explain what the len function is in Python? Nice, clean, simple task. Hopefully all of these are going to be able to do it. So let's have a quick look at what is going on here. Okay, now I was going to do a big exciting things about times, but actually all of them seem to do it at about the same time. So in terms of time, at this time in the morning in Malaysia, they're all doing absolutely fine. I notice that things do tend to slow down in my evening time as the US picks up. There we go. I'm just looking at these and I've got to say all of these explanations are pretty good. I do like the fact that you've got a very full explanation by ChatGPT, but you know what? Bard edges this one. It's simple, it's efficient, it tells the student exactly what they need to know. So I'm giving this one to Bard. So there we go. Right, on to the next one. This is a bit more of a challenge for it, so let's have a crack. Please could you explain what break in Python does? Now, for a lot of computer science teachers, this is controversial. I'll be interested to see if AI just goes gung-ho and tries to explain it. So far, Bard is winning, but can it hold on to that lead here? Let's see what happens and see how it goes. Okay, they're all taking a few seconds to get this going. I mean, it's got the right idea, but the example, and they all seem to be giving the same example. It's not a great example of why you want to break or why you'd want to use it, that if you've got an unusual circumstance. I mean, why on earth would you count to 10 and break it at 5? There's no reason to do that. You would just go to 5 and stop it there. There doesn't seem to be anything. I'm sorry. I'm not going to award any points here because you've pretty much given me exactly the same thing. And none of them are a win. As a teacher, I wouldn't be very happy with this explanation. And I don't think students would really get that one. So let's move on to histograms. Let's see what goes on here. Okay, here we go. Here's a histogram. Yeah, they're all pretty similar. Okay, very similar. So yeah, bit tricky to tell. They're all doing the same thing. They're all doing it well. I haven't got a problem with that. So that is really good. However, Bard really does edge this one out just because it's named its variables a little bit more clearly. It says list. It's quite clear as to what it's going to do. The others, the name is not quite as clear in my mind, but that is a technicality. All of them are perfectly readable and I'm quite happy with everything going on there. So that's a good one. Right, now, procedure to clear the screen. Let's see what they come up with. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's see what they all come up with. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind Bing telling us there's no built-in method, but, you know, I wouldn't be asking if there was a built-in method, would I? Yeah, okay. And Bard, yeah, okay. It's interesting which method they're going for. This method kind of works, but there is another very simple one. You can just clear the screen by putting a bunch of line breaks in, and none of them seem to be aware of that way of doing things. So I'm not going to award a mark there because they're not coming up with anything that would do it or any really good explanations there. So no marks there. Human programmers still required, it would seem. Right, notepad app. Okay, let's see. Oh dear. Bing has failed. Can't continue the conversation. Oh, it's as if I'm asking understanding and patience. Okay, well, yes. my understanding and patience means I'm going on to the other three. Well, that's a definite loss for Bard. Yeah. Oh dear, that's not good. Let's see how the others are doing. Yeah, well, the others aren't having any problems. Okay, yeah, okay. It's good. I will say the one thing with that one that I'm not particularly happy with on Bard or Codebreaker's solution is suggesting that there's a save function and the save function does nothing. So hasn't really written the app fair. ChatGPT quite clearly says no persistence. It has a nice little function, it's editing, and doesn't suggest it's a save. So I think that's a clear win there for SwiftUI. I don't think that's even close. Yeah, that's a nice clean win there for ChatGPT. So well done, ChatGPT. And the final one, starting to look close now, because this could result in a tiebreaker situation. Can it create a Hygge app? So I haven't even told it, but Hygge, of course, is the Danish for that kind of nice sense of well-being, and was very popular a while back, but not particularly asked for any coding on this. I did make a tutorial on SwiftUI onto doing this a while back, but I would say that was after anything that happened in terms of the internet, and I'm not sure if it's going to pick it up or not. So let's see. It's got some nice ideas. Very good there, yeah, I like that. Quite clean. I'd say that did a perfectly serviceable job. Definitely made some kind of Hygge app over on Bard. Quite happy with that. Bing has again failed, not got the initiative to do anything. And Codebreaker is looking good. Yeah, it's come up with a nice explanation and a nice clean one. But again, ChatGPT not only gives us the code but tells us what it's planned to do, and the explanation is accurate. We can see why Google was feeling the pressure. I'm sure there are new versions coming up, and they don't seem to have rolled out just yet the version from Google I/O. I was hoping for a little bit more modern stuff to come through. If you enjoyed this quick run through, then please do sub to the channel. Let me know what you want in the comments, and I'll be sure to help develop what you want and will enjoy. Now, on to the awards. I've got to take this all into account. There's a bit of a tiebreaker going on here. Yeah, first place got to go to ChatGPT. Second place, Bard. That fake save function, I'm afraid that pulled it out for me. Third place, Byte, but I will say for Byte you don't have to have any logins, which I think in a school environment could make an absolute winner. It performed admirably. Fourth place, Bing. Yeah, you just can't tell people you're just giving up on us. I mean, it's a bit like Bing Search, and I just thought it had a final breath of life in it, but sorry, right now it's not there.